So today, we're going to talk about a simple but really profound idea that could be the secret to making your habits finally stick. We're going to explore why focusing on who you want to become is just so much more powerful than focusing on what you want to achieve.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You set some big, ambitious goal, you're all in, and then a few weeks later, all that motivation is just gone. So yeah, why do our best intentions fail so often? Well, it turns out, most of us are starting in completely the wrong place.
You see, the usual way we do things leads us straight into what you could call a goal-setting trap. We get obsessed with the outcome. Crossing the finish line, getting the trophy, writing the end on a novel. But when we only focus on that destination, we completely ignore the most important part of the journey, the person we're becoming along the way.
To really get this, let's dive into a simple little story about two people. They're both trying to quit smoking. Now, when someone offers them a cigarette, their answers sound almost identical, but one single word reveals a massive difference in how they see themselves. Okay, so check this out. On the left, you've got person number one. When they're offered a cigarette, they say, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." That word trying, that's the key right there. It means they still see themselves as a smoker who's fighting an urge. It's a struggle. But now, look at the person on the right. He says, "No thanks, I'm not a smoker." See the difference? He's not trying, he's already changed his identity. For him, saying no isn't a battle. It's just a simple statement of fact. It's just who he is. And this right here, this is the magic formula. It all starts with the words you tell yourself. Those words start to shape your identity, this core belief about who you are. And once that identity is set, your actions they naturally follow. It becomes easy. And listen, this isn't just about quitting bad habits. It's the absolute secret to building good ones too. The whole shift is moving from a focus on doing something to a focus on being someone. So how do we actually apply this? How do we redefine our goals?
All right, let's run through a few examples. Take reading. The goal isn't just to read a book. I mean, that feels like a chore, right? A task you have to check off a list. No, the real goal is to be a reader. A reader is someone who just reads. It's a natural, enjoyable part of who they are.
Same thing with running. The goal shouldn't be to run a marathon. That's just one single event. The goal is to be a runner. And what does a runner do? Well, they run, even when they don't feel like it. They get up early. They trained in the rain. The marathon? That's just the celebration, the byproduct of living that identity every single day.
And one more, with music. It's not about learning an instrument, which can feel like a frustrating task. The real goal is to become a musician. When you see yourself that way, the practice isn't just practice anymore. You're doing what musicians do. You're making music, you're expressing who you are.
Okay, so this all sounds great, I know, but how do you actually do it? How do you build a new identity from scratch? Well, the good news is it's actually way simpler than you might think.
It really just boils down to these two simple steps. First, you have to decide, be specific. Who is the person you want to become? And second, and this is the crucial part, you have to prove it to yourself, and you do that with small, consistent wins.
I want you to think of it like this. Every single action you take is like casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. Each page you write is a vote for "I am a writer." Each workout you finish is a vote for "I am a fit person." Now look, one vote isn't going to win the election, right? But hundreds of them, thousands, they add up. They build undeniable proof.
So, let's bring this all together. The big takeaway here is that you've probably had it backwards. The most effective way to change your habits isn't to start with what you want to do. It's to start with who you want to be. You don't do things to earn an identity. You decide on the identity first, and that tells you what to do.
This quote from filmmaker Robert Rodriguez it nails it. The moment you start making a film in your head, you're already a filmmaker. He's saying the identity, the belief comes first. You decide you are a filmmaker, and that decision is what gets you to start thinking about shots, writing scenes, and picking up a camera.
Now let's be super clear. This isn't some wish it and it's true kind of magic. You still have to do the work. Of course you do. But what this does is give you a direction. It's like setting the destination in your GPS before you start driving. It points your story in the right direction, and then the process can follow naturally.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Take a look at the goals you have for yourself right now. Can you reframe them? Can you change your words so your goals stop being things you do and start becoming who you are? Because honestly, the answer to that question might just change everything for you.